Hi there, Jonathan Sells with Edina Realty. This year we're back doing our mortgage update with Mandy Pederson with Luminate Bank. I just want to start with a few questions. I guess I'm getting a lot of questions from people asking about interest rates. In fact, I just saw a commercial yesterday on Realtor.com saying rates are falling. Can you clarify and explain kind of what you're seeing with the interest rates?
Thanks for having me back again, Jonathan. Yes, interest rate talk is everywhere. You see it on social media. People are talking about it in restaurants. It's all over the news. So interest rates right now are about 1% lower than where they were last year, and that's exciting. So when you figure we were in the high sixes last year around the same time when we met, and now they're hovering around that 6% to low 5% range, that's right back to where we were in the lows of the low pre-pandemic. So I don't know that we'll ever see the 2s, 3s, 4s again, but where we are right now is really exciting. It's opening the doors for a lot of people that have been on the fence with buying a home.
So a few other calls I've received lately are people and indicating that their monthly payment has increased slightly. I think I know the reason why, but do you want to provide some more clarification on that as well?
Yes. So a lot of people think that it's something to do with the mortgage, which if you have a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, which is what most people have, you're not going to see any fluctuation with the payment after you've signed. That is what you're committed to for 30 years. So what you'll see is an increase in property taxes and homeowners insurance. And I look at insurance as being kind of like cable. You get the teaser rate out the gate, and then a year or two in, you're getting just an existing client rate, which you lose a lot of the discount. So some people will switch insurance with every year or every 2 years, and they work with a broker or somebody that can help them with that to figure out what's the cheapest option for them. And with taxes, I think it's always good to see what your tax assessed value is and what you're being assessed on, which that's something that you or I can help with. So if anyone does have specific clients, always feel free to use me as a resource. I'm happy to help. What kind of things are you seeing in the housing market and the spring market that's up and coming?
I think this past January and February, our housing stats were lagging a little bit behind the previous 2 winters. For January and February, more specifically. I think a lot of that is in part to the weather. The previous 2 winters were very mild, and more people were out and about looking at houses, putting their houses on the market. That being said, we are seeing more people inquire about home improvements. What can they do to get their houses ready to go as we come into the spring months here? So it is encouraging and exciting that I think people are really ready to make a move.
I agree, and those people that have been sitting on those 2-3% interest rates that just don't want to let them go and get into something that's more fitting for their families, I feel like they're kind of starting to get back into it now, and especially with interest rates where they are. So we'll see more of that as we go. And also another thing, for first-time home buyers, we have a really great program rolling out this month that has a considerably much lower interest rate than what the standard market rate is. There's some qualifiers you have to meet, but I think that'll open a lot of doors for those people that weren't maybe ready to buy and looking for something a little bit more affordable than paying rent.
Yeah, that sounds like an exciting program. Thanks again for being a guest. We've covered a lot today. If you have any more questions, whether it's mortgage, housing, escrow, feel free to contact either one of us anytime. And thanks. Have a great day.